Good morning everyone. So today we want to learn about preposition of time. Before we learn about it, I want to introduce the teacher for today's lesson. There are three teachers. The first one is me, Miss Tisa, and then Miss Mutia, and the last teacher is Miss Fala. Before we move further, I want you to watch the video after this. The video is about conversations between two girls, and then you have to pay attention to the use of preposition of time.
Mum, he's the new headmaster at college. And he isn't Portuguese or Brazilian. He's British. But I think he said his parents are from Goa.
Goa? Wow. The headmaster. Ah, yes, I remember him. I met him at Christmas when I went to your school for that concert. In December, anyway. A very nice man, yes.
Mum?
It would be good to speak to him about his parents' country. I could interview him, then visit Goa in summer. No, too hot, maybe. In autumn.
Well, he'd like to see you again too.
Really?
He wants you to go into school on Monday or Tuesday next week.
Oh. Have you done something wrong?
No, of course not. You know me. He wants to ask if you can give a talk about your work and your blog, your travels, that sort of thing. One day in April, during Careers Week.
So, on Monday or Tuesday. What time?
In the afternoon or in the early evening. At 5 o'clock if you can.
I can go at 4:30 on Tuesday, if that's okay.
I'll ask.
Let me see. I'm away in Moscow for 3 days in April, but during your school holidays, I think. I'm going to Russia to write about traditions at Easter. Oh, and then I'm away at the end of the month. But I'm at home for 2 or 3 weeks. I can't go on Monday evening because I have a Tai Chi class, and then I have to work at night. I have a video call at midnight. Yes, definitely. I'll go in on Tuesday afternoon.
Can you...
After you watch the video, can you analyze the rules of use of preposition of time? Can you guess the functions of in, on, or at? Can you guess? Okay, now you will get the explanations from Miss Mutia. Please pay attention.
Okay everyone, so have you done with your work to analyze the video conversation before? Okay, great. So after you watched and analyzed about a video conversation before, do you find prepositions of time, or do you pay attention about the use of prepositions of time? Okay, good. So could you please mention at least 3 prepositions of time in that video before? Okay, so is there anyone who wants to be volunteer to share your answer with us? Anyone? Or I will choose one of you to share your answer with us. So I will choose Rama. Rama, are you there? Okay, good. So Rama, can you mention at least 3 prepositions of time that you find in that video conversation before? Okay. Okay, so the first one is what? In December, okay. And then at Christmas, okay. And then on Monday, okay. Thank you, Rama. So, according to you, what do you think? What reasons that make the noun December, Christmas, and also Monday use prepositions of time in, on, at? What do you think? Okay, so December used in because it's a month. Okay, so Monday it's a day. And how about Christmas? You don't know? Okay, so no problem if you don't know about the reason why Christmas use at. Okay guys, so it's okay if you don't know about the use of prepositions of time, because after this I would like to explain to you about the rules of using prepositions of time, which are in, on, and also at. Okay, the first one is about in. So we use in, prepositions of time in, when we talk about something that is for a long time or for a long period, such as months, years, centuries, long periods, and also seasons. For months, for example, in January, in November, in July, and also in August. For years, for example, in 1992, in 1880, and etc. And for centuries, for example, in the 20th century, and then in the 19th century. And for long periods, for example, in the past, in the future, and for the last is the season. When you want to talk about the seasons, of course you will use in, such as in summer, in winter, and also in spring. Okay everyone, so are you following me? And is it understood for you? Okay, great. So I would like to continue our materials, and the second one is about on. So when do we use prepositions of time on? Is there anyone who knows? Okay, so we use on when we want to talk about days and also dates. For example, for days, on Sunday, on Friday, on my birthday. Anything else? You are right, on Christmas Day. And then dates. For example, is on 7th of July 2015, and also on 21st of March, and etc. Okay, understood? Okay, so understood? Is there any questions that make you confused? Okay, so I would like to continue about the last prepositions of time, which is at. Okay, so when do we use prepositions of time at? Is there anyone who knows about it? No one? Okay, it's okay. So we use at when we want to talk about something that is specific, like specific time. You know what I mean? Okay, for example, at night, at 8:30 a.m., at sunset, at dinner time, and etc. Do you understand? Okay, great. But you have to know that there are some exceptions that you don't have put prepositions of time on it, such as every, next, this, also last. You shouldn't put prepositions of time on it. If you wanna say every, you just say every day, every Thursday, every week, so you don't have put in, on, or at. You can say next year, next week, last month, last night, last year, and this week, this afternoon, this night. Okay, got it? Good.
Okay everyone, after you have heard the explanation about the rules of using preposition of times from Miss Mutia, and now I want you to prepare a piece of paper and also a pen. And after this, I will share an exercise and you have to do it. You can pause this video and you can copy and paste the exercise. Don't be worried, I will give you 5 minutes to do this exercise. And it's starting from now.
Okay, have you done, guys? I hope that you have done because it's 5 minutes already. And now I will discuss the right answer together with all of you. Are you ready? Good. Please pay attention to my explanation. Okay. Number 1 is Lucy is arriving blah 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 February the 13th blah 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 at 8 o'clock. Do you know the right answer? Could you, one of you, please be my volunteer and give me the reason? Yes, Maria, you were right. The right answer is Lucy is arriving on February the 13th at 8 o'clock. And we use on because it describes dates, and we use at because it describes specific time or 8 o'clock. And number 2 is the weather is often terrible in London blah 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 January. And the right answer is in January, because on that sentence is described months. And number 3 is it's better to get taxi if you were out alone blah 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 night. And the right answer is at night, because at is described specific time or night. And number 4 is she got married blah 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 September. And the right answer is in September, because it describes months. And for number 5 is they usually go to the gym blah 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 5 p.m. And the right answer is at, because it describes specific time or 5 p.m. And number 6 is Columbus sailed to the Americas blah 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 the 16th century. And the right answer is in the 16th century, because it describes centuries. And number 7 is the Beatles were popular blah 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 the 1916th. And the right answer is in, because it describes centuries. And number 8 is I graduated from university blah 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 2001. Do you know the right answer? On? Yes, you were right, Vira. The right answer is in, because it describes years or 2001. And number 9 is his birthday is blah 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 April the 17th. The right answer is on, because it describes dates. And the last one is I usually go to my parents' house blah 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 Christmas.
We eat turkey together, blah blah blah, Christmas Day. And the right answer is at and on. Do you know the reason why we use at and on in these sentences? When? Okay, because for the first sentence we use at because it describes specific time, which is Christmas. But we use on in the second sentences because it describes days or Christmas Day. Okay students, after we have discussed the previous exercise, and now I will tell you a short review about the rules of using prepositions of time. The first one is at. We use at when we talk about specific time, or in Indonesian is waktu yang spesifik, like 1 o'clock, lunchtime, and etc. And the second one is on. We use on when we talk about dates and days. For the example is Thursday, 1st April, and etc. And the last one is in. We use in when we talk about for long periods. For the example is months, years, centuries, and season. But you are not allowed to use in, on, and at for some words, like every, next, this, and that. Okay students, I think that it's enough for today's materials. Thank you for your attention and see you. Goodbye.